All right, Shalom. All right, so I'm gonna get into this video. First, I'm gonna open up with this first scripture. This is the book of Jeremiah 51 and 1. Right? Thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon. And this is talking about America, the wickedest society that's been into existence. That's why you have something called Pride Month. And against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. That's these missiles, nuclear missiles, are coming to Babylon, right? That's going to be the exclamation point of all this wickedness. Let me jump down to 7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Yahweh hand that have made the earth drunken. So you've been drunken off the dollar bill. You've been drunken off feminism. You've been drunken off, do as thou will. Do whatever you want to do. You've been drunken off, all these enchantments that's been heavily pushed on you ever since you came out of the womb, right? This wasn't going to be an everlasting kingdom. The Bible is talking about the rise and fall of kingdoms. Let's get back into this. The nations have drunken of her wine, so they've drunken feminism. They have drunken LGBT. They have drunken do as thou will. They've drunken, eat whatever you want to eat, be so-called free. They've drunken democracy, right? Democracy ain't nothing but it's a witchcraft, right? To mass wickedness, right? So they've drunken, the dollar, right? They've drunken all these philosophies of the so-called white man, right? Let me get back into this. Therefore, the nations are mad. So that's why you're seeing this conglomerate of these nations getting it outside of the dollar system, right? It says, hey, Babylon is fallen and destroyed. So it's going to be exactly what's, when it's all said and done, this is going to be the destruction of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man throne, which would be America, right? And this is coming. This is the end game. It says, take balm for her pain. If so be, she might be healed. 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. So it's like you got a putrefying sore, and it won't heal up. It just getting worse and worse, and it turns into gangrene. That's what we at right now. This is the downfall of America. You're seeing this happen right before your eyes. All the rape, robbery, and the ill dealings, the lynchings, the alligator bait, lying to you about pretty much everything, giving you a fake Western mindset, right? Giving you feminism for the women. The men acting like women and the women acting like men, right? This old upside down culture, all right, for her judgment to reach up into heaven. So it's a judgment coming. So you people say, you know what I'm saying, the Most High, this God and this and that, but you don't understand that the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh brings judgment. It says her judgment reaching unto heaven, and it's lifted up even to the skies. So this cup is full. So it's now time for judgment coming, and it's a lot of trouble coming to America. Get into this video.
Now, I want to get right into it today. There's a few things that I noted here. I've got some notes, got some articles. Comment on all this. I love the comments. Most people love the comments. Most of you know about this petrodollar situation that occurred Sunday, June 9th. The 50-year-old petrodollar agreement between Saudi Arabia and the U.S. Expired. And it is not going to be renewed. So it was allowed to expire. It will not be renewed. And this is just another reminder to all of us.
And this is the very big deal, right? Because in order to buy oil, you had to use United States dollars. And that's going to affect your way of living here. So that means things fit to go up drastically, right? Now, we don't know how much time it's going to take, but we're at the downfall of this kingdom. It's about damn time.
That things are moving very, very quickly. Somebody commented yesterday, what are you going to do with this gold if things get bad? What are you going to do with U.S. dollars if things get bad? That's my question to you. This right here is why I bought gold yesterday. because of this expiration of the petrodollar agreement. 50 years old. It is now expired, and we'll talk a little bit about this. I don't have the answers here. Nobody's really talking about it on Fox Business, CNBC, the financial channels. There is very little talk about what is going on, and it really hasn't had any effect on markets or metals yet. But will it is the question. I think it will, because this is another reminder to all of us that countries across the world are moving away from the dollar. They're dumping dollars. You see Japan dumping bonds, China dumping bonds. The world has seen the weaponization of the U.S. dollar. We're already threatening China with sanctions if
they got 59 countries, right? That wants to join BRICS. So it's done here. Now, what they're going to do, right, in the near future, is going to go into this digital system, which is going to usher in the MOTB. And it might be fast. It might be here faster than we actually think. All right, so let me get more into this.
They get involved with Taiwan, so they're dumping more bonds. That's inflationary for us, not good for your dollar. Somebody said, oh, the dollar's stronger than ever. Are you kidding me? It's lost 98% of its purchasing power. And this is not going to help it whatsoever. But, the person that asked yesterday, what are you going to do with the gold? Well, I'm going to do a lot more with gold than I am the U.S. dollar, that's for sure. Because gold hasn't lost 98% of its purchasing power. Ask yourself why it takes so many more dollars to buy that barbarous yellow relic called gold. We are no doubt losing our dominance. And without the petrodollar, we're going to lose a lot of our power and influence across the world. So just a few notes here. Think about...
It's a Salakia. They're going to show this is a true Edomite, and this is how most of these Edomites think. Right? When they fly their American flag, that American flag is the same as the Confederate flag. Right? Because that flag represents slavery, it represents rape, robbery, and these Edomites don't give a damn. Because that flag was created. In fact, let me get a history on it. And our ancestors were still in slavery. But you try to tell the Edomite that they don't want to hear that. All right, let me put this in. When was the American flag created? Right. Now, I'm gonna get back into this video. I don't want to spend too much time. Right on this. It says, we know that on June 14, 1777, the Continental Congress adopted the Stars and Stripes as the official flag of the United States, right? So in 1777, our people were still in hardcore slavery, getting beat, getting raped, getting robbed, right? And you devils will fly that flag, right, out of your so-called white superiority, and you don't give a damn about our suffering, what we've been through. And they go to show you that you're the devil, you Edomites, right? That's in your spirit to be that way, right?
What this means. And I don't know when this is going to really show effect here in America. But at some point, this is going to possibly put an enormous strain on the U.S. banking system. I believe this is going to be very inflationary. This could lead to much higher taxes. This could affect the national deficit. This is going to, no doubt, affect your purchasing power at some point. It is going to affect the value of the U.S. dollar, and in return will affect your purchasing power. How about buying things from other countries? It's going to be more expensive to buy things from other countries. We are losing our power, ladies and gentlemen. Saudi Arabia does not have allegiance to America. It has allegiance to the BRIC nations. I know Dave Ramsey months ago scoffed at it, that nothing can stop the U.S. dollar. This whole BRICS thing is fantasy land. Well,
and that's your typical pride of Esau Edom. A lot of these Edomites in denial. They see that they're losing power, they're losing control, but yet, in they straight pride and they delusional mind, they say everything's all right. And they're convinced our people to have that same mentality. Our people actually want this place to thrive so they can continue to be second-class citizens and get crumbs. Right? We want a kingdom We want payback. We want rulership, right? We have a ruling class mentality. We don't have a slave mind, right? More like most of our people do. They prefer to be second class citizens, long as they can have their Netflix and bullshit around on the weekend, right? No, we want payback. We want vengeance.
He's going to find out, like millions of other people, that this is very, very serious. And we just saw a huge move here with what Saudi Arabia has done. This was very interesting. I read this today. Saudi Arabia has announced its involvement in Project Enbridge, a project which explores a multi-central bank digital currency platform shared among participating central banks and commercial banks. It is built on distributed ledger technology, also known as DLT. This enables cross-border payments, settlements, and foreign exchange transactions. I mean, there's a new financial system going up right now as America sits here and just says, this is no big deal. A lot of people saying this isn't even.
If you're sitting around Googling how.
All right, so let me get this Obadiah, right? So the pride of thine heart, right, which means your mind, has deceived you. A lot of you Edomites in a trick bag, and you don't even know it. And you got our people along with this shit show, right, that's going to get caught in this melee. Pride of thine heart. I think that's Obadiah. Okay, let's get this Obadiah 1 and 3, because the average Edomite is delusional. They think America's going to be here forever. They don't understand, but they call themselves Christians, though. Like, you Christians you're delusional. You're in a different reality than we is. Obadiah 1 and 3. Right? So we coming out the truth of the Bible. You into the religion of Christianity. It ain't got nothing really to do with the Bible. It's loosely translated, understood scriptures that you people don't even know what really mean. All right? Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Right? So you thought that this American empire was everlasting. You didn't count the cost. Right? And a lot of you Jakes don't count the cost. Right? You don't really think about what's really going on all the way. A lot of you Jakes is in survival mode. You're just going along with the show. Right? You have to count the cost of everything. Right? Because it's a cost to everything. Again, Obadiah 1 and 3, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Right? So these Edomites, they're in denial and they delusional. Right? They thought this was going to be an everlasting kingdom that they can prosper, do much wickedness, serve their so-called white Jesus, and we got to be obedient to that, right? Be good old slaves, and that's going to go on for generations and generations. No, you out of your fucking mind. It said, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, who said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So who's going to take me out of my rulership? You can't nobody beat out, the United States military. That's the Edomite mindset. That's how they think. But the plagues are coming, and it's gonna get more intensified. You feel see some crazy shit going on. There's so much stuff to cover that it's impossible to cover it all. Right? So let me
To make money on the internet and your ass is tired of being broke. Let me tell you what your parents didn't tell you.
A lot of people saying this isn't even happening. It's already happened. It happened on Sunday. 26 members are in this Enbridge. 26 members. You have, just to name a few, Bank of Israel, Bank of France, Central Bank of Bahrain, the Central Bank of Egypt, the European Central Bank, and many, many others. 26 members right now, to be exact, and more coming. I don't know about you, but I don't think this is going to do any favors for the U.S. dollar. I don't think this is going to do any favors for Americans' purchasing power.
Yeah, so what these dodo birds don't understand, that they purchasing power is going to be affected by all this. That's why Jake, they don't want to pay attention. They don't want to focus on anything so-called negative. Right, their ass is going to get caught up in the melee. You know what I'm saying? But I'm running out of time. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Call Allah Yahweh. Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakhat Kodash. Shalom.